Hi everyone, this is Artemis with SirLinksalot, and today we're going to be talking about niche edits. Niche edits are an extremely powerful and popular type of backlink, so if you're not using them as a part of your link building campaign currently, you probably should be. We'll be covering a lot of things in this video, starting with some very basic things, so be sure to use the timestamps at the bottom if you'd like to skip around to something specific. Today we'll be covering what niche edits are, how to use them, how you can get some for yourself, what makes our niche edits so special, and of course how you can place an order if that's something that you're interested in. Alright, let's go. So what are niche edits? Niche edits are links that are edited into pre-existing articles that are related to your niche on real websites. That's how they get their name after all, niche edits. Here we have an example of a niche edit that we built recently, and you can see that getting a link in a relevant article from a website like this would be great for your SEO. It's got authority, traffic, it's ranking for keywords, and most importantly, it's a real site that posts content related to your niche. Now I'm going to show you what a niche edit backlink would look like in the real world. First of all, this isn't a site that we build niche edits on, it's just a random site that I found on Google for demonstration purposes only. So let's pretend that we have a site about dogs per se. For a niche edit backlink to your site, you'd find a website like this, one which is also related to pets or dogs, and then find an article you'd like your link inserted into. So scrolling over here, let's go ahead and check out this article. So you can see here that we are on an inner page as opposed to the home page. Now, this is where articles usually exist on websites, so let's just pretend that you want a link in this article. You would convince the webmaster to edit a backlink to your website into it in a place that would make sense. This link would be contextual, meaning that it's in a paragraph of information related to your topic, which gives the link additional context for Google to understand. Because this article has already existed for some time, it's already established trust with Google. It can have its own keywords, traffic, and maybe even some backlinks pointing to it already. Getting links to your website edited into articles like this are extremely powerful for your rankings due to their pre-established trust authority and relevance. And because of this, they're one of the most popular types of links used with SEOs today. So back to our product page, here you can see that niche edit backlinks are widely considered white hat backlinks as they come from real websites and they are safe to use. Paying for any type of backlink technically violates Google's TOS, but this is generally overlooked by most due to their widespread use and safety when following link building best practices. So we'll scroll up to the top right here so we can talk more about how niche edits compare to other types of backlinks. Niche edits are one of the two main types of backlinks that SEOs use to increase their rankings on Google, the other one being guest posts. The rest of the links here are essentially just different types of pillow links aside from PBN links. Here's the biggest comparison to make, and that is between niche edits and guest posts. Niche edits are links edited into existing articles, while guest posts are links that are put into brand new articles written and posted on the websites instead. Like mentioned before, with niche edit links, because the articles are already existing, they have this pre-existing authority and trust built with Google already, while the guest post links are essentially just starting fresh. Niche edits also tend to be cheaper than guest posts as the webmaster doesn't have to post new content onto the website, and they can also edit more than one link onto a single article. So how to use niche edits? Alright, so due to their safety, niche edits can really be used at any point in the link building process, even for fresh sites. However, where you point them and the anchor text that you use might change a little. Where you point each link is really up to you and what your site needs at that point in time. It can make sense to link to your homepage as well as to any inner pages that might need a boost. For newer sites, you probably want to stick with linking to your homepage for a while until the site begins to add more keywords and traffic. The anchor text that you use will also vary and can either be very natural, meaning branded URL and generic anchors, or it can be more targeted, like exact match anchors. Again, for newer sites, you'll want to stick with more of the natural stuff. For more information on linking to your homepage versus inner pages and what type of anchor text to use and when, check out our YouTube channel and blog for more information. But when in doubt, it's always better to be conservative rather than aggressive, meaning more links to your homepage and more branded URLs and generic anchors. And of course, always make sure to be following link building best practices such as anchor text diversity and link diversity. So how to get niche edits? To get niche edit links, you can either buy them from a trusted provider or go out and get them yourself. Getting them yourself does involve the following steps. First, you're going to want to find suitable sites and articles that you'd like the links to your sites edit onto. You can do this by manually searching for blogs related to your niche on Google or through using some kind of automated software that'll do it for you. You can see here that this is actually how I found this dog blog that I showed you guys earlier. Then you'll want to compile a list of appropriate domains and articles you found, along with email addresses that you can contact each webmaster at. Some things to keep an eye on when selecting these domains and articles are relevance, authority, traffic, and overall site health, which can all be checked using a tool like Ahrefs. Next, you'll need to reach out to each webmaster with a pitch for inserting a link to your site into their articles. Some things that you might want to include in this pitch could be reasons as to why your link would benefit their readers, offers to provide additional media or data for their article, and of course, money. Note that it's pretty rare for webmasters to agree to insert links on their website without some sort of benefit to themselves, and that non-spammy, personalized emails can get a lot more attention. For more info on this, we've got an entire article on outreach that you can find on our blog. But as you can probably tell by now, the process for getting niche edits through outreach is extremely time consuming and it has a pretty low success rate. This is why most SEOs will either build entire teams around this process or hire the help of a trusted provider such as ourselves. So now I'll be going over our niche edits and how you can place an order. You can see that all of our niche edits are placed on trusted, real websites, so of course no PBNs or link farms are used here, and they're all placed on relevant articles and established sites. Our niche edits are placed on powerful, non-spammed out articles, and we put this here because a lot of other niche edits providers will basically just let the articles that they place the links on get spammed out, meaning that there's a high number of links on each article, and we like to keep that to a minimum. Next, you'll see that all of the niche edits are contextual and niche relevant. Contextual meaning that the links exist in a paragraph of information rather than being something like on a footer link, and all of the articles that they're placed on are relevant to your niche. Please note that we also accept about 99.9% of niches. You can see that they are quick permanent link insertions, permanent meaning that you've only got to pay for them once, they aren't rentals, and they don't disappear when you stop paying for them or anything like that. The process is relatively quick, and they are also cheap compared to a lot of our competition. So scrolling down here, we get to our process. Firstly, you go ahead and place your orders, and during this process, you give us information like your niches, your URLs, and your anchor text, as well as select the packages that you want. Next, we go out and find the websites and articles to put your links on, and it usually takes about 4 weeks or less for your links to be inserted. And then after all of our work is finished, we will send you a full white label report, which will include all of the URLs to the articles that your links were placed on. So scrolling here, we get to our pricing. First of all, we will start with our niche edit 3 packs. So each of these packs contain 3 links, so you can see right here that we've got our level 1 pack, and this contains 3 links as well. Each link comes with a domain with between 50 and 100 referring domains according to Ahrefs, and you can choose one niche per pack, and then right here you can see it's about $54 per link. Next up, we've got our package deals, which are basically the same as the links above. They're just placed in a larger kind of different package for you. And scrolling down a little bit further, we get to our RD 10 to 50. And these are very low authority niche edits, as you can probably tell because each domain they're placed on only has between 10 and 50 referring domains. However, they are extremely cheap, especially if you order one of the larger packs here. So we're talking between $25 and $31 per link. And really, we like to use these for anchor text diversification as well as link diversification. But these packs work a little bit differently than our normal niche edits, so if you're interested in these, be sure to read this little drop-down menu here for some more information. So after you've decided which package you'd like to purchase, go ahead and click the Order Now button. And after you click the Order Now button, you'll be taken to a screen in an order form that looks like this. As with all of our products, always be sure to read the information at the top, as it might have some important information that you might need to know about ordering. So first up, we've got your first name, your last name, and your email. If you already have an account with us, you can go ahead and sign in here. And if you don't have an account, you can just give us your name and your email, and it'll create an account automatically for you. Next up, we can go ahead and select which package that you would like. So here I'll just select this level 1 package because why not? And then you can select the quantity here and the number of packages. So if you would like one level 1 package, just mark it with a 1 here. And remember that will contain 3 links. So for example, if you wanted 9 links, that would of course be 3 packages. Scrolling down here, we've got our package deals if you wanted one of those, and then the RD 10 to 50 bulk packages right here. So then you can go ahead and give us your target URLs, your anchor text, and your niche, and copy and paste it all here. But it's going to get pretty messy, especially if you have a larger order, so it's usually better to just give us an Excel file so that you can upload that right here. And lastly, additional info. If there's anything else that you think we need to know about your order, you can go ahead and put that in this field right here. So when you've taken the time to give that a look over and everything looks good, you can go ahead and click the Complete Purchase button to be taken to our payment portal. So like I mentioned before, niche edit orders take about 4 weeks or less, and when your 4 weeks is up and our work is finished, you will get a full report. If you'd like to see a sample report, you can go ahead and click here, and you will receive a report that's going to look something like this. So in the left column, you will have the power level of each link ordered. It will give you the link URLs here. However, of course, for some of the samples, we just don't show any sample sites just to protect the privacy of the sites that we work with. However, when you actually place your order and we finish your order up, you'll see the actual URLs to the exact articles that your links were placed on right here. And then we have your target URLs, which are the URLs for the sites that your links are pointing to, and the anchor text that you chose for each one as well. All right, so that's all that I have for you guys when it comes to niche edits. We covered a bunch of stuff from what they are to how to use them and how to get them, and hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If you're thinking about placing an order or you have any questions, feel free to shoot us an email anytime at info@sirlinksalot.co, or you can always just send us a message on Facebook. Also, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube because it really helps us out a lot. And be sure to subscribe to our mailing list on our homepage here, as well as joining our Facebook group, the SEO Roundtable. This will allow you to get VIP access to flash sales and updates, as well as take part in our SEO discussion and our learning community. Thank you so much, you guys, and we'll see you next time.